Petracca. It's been a while since we've spoken to you. How are you going?
Going well, which is good. Just trying to prioritise my training and my injury. So I had a good meeting last week with the surgeon and got the tick of approval to increase my heart rate, which is really good. So that's been pretty frustrating for me over the last 3 months that we haven't been able to get in a routine from a physical training point of view. But yeah, end of season now, and I'm just trying to switch off. The conversations I've had over the past 2 or 3 months with the club have been really healthy, and we've had really robust discussions, and I think that's awesome. I think myself and other leaders of the football club will be having these conversations, and like any workplace or any footy club, you have these conversations throughout the year, and you just want to make an environment a really good one that we love coming to work. And yeah, I'm really looking forward to day one of pre-season, especially with my injury, and probably prioritising that at the moment and trying to get myself back both mentally and physically to the player and person I was. And off to Red Bull camp, which would be awesome in off season, and trying to switch off and train there, which will be so valuable for me to get back to, I guess, day one of pre-season knowing I can compete with the players straight up.
For those of us who get to see you every day, we understand like how much of a competitive beast you are, and how important it is for you that, I guess, the team's winning, but that we're doing everything we can to be the best. How important is that to you in terms of the unity of the team and driving standards within our club?
I think when you look at the playing group, we've got a lot of young guys coming through and a lot of guys who are starting to make a mark on their career, and I think it's really important that we create that unity and we all stick as one and create high standards and want to see success for our fans. And I think that's really important, and we're trying to create something that's really special for our fans and even for ourselves as players. We don't want to be missing finals every year. We want to be able to be there and be at the pointy end every single year. And so yeah, look, as much as it's a disappointment for this year and we're frustrated by that as players and fans, that no doubt next year it's going to hold us in good stead. I think having a break, switching off, and recharging ourselves for next year.
Yeah, you mentioned a little bit what the next few weeks look like then. So obviously disappointing that, you know, we're not playing finals footy, but how do you make the most of the next little period to make sure you're ready to go when we come back in November?
Yeah, I think it's really important to look at everything from a positive, to be honest. I think even the conversations we're having, there's always silver lining in everything, and trying to focus on, you know, how can we gain a lot of knowledge from this situation and work together as a team and get better as a footy club, and myself as well. And I think looking at these finals series, it is frustrating and disappointing to see that we're not out there, but you also got to take positives out of it. I think, you know, we've had a 3-4 year block now where we haven't had an off season and pre-season where we've been able to kind of switch off both mentally and physically. And yeah, I think it'll be really important and valuable for us to have that extra 5 or 6 weeks off, get things in place both on the field and off the field, and come back day one ready to attack the year.
And you yourself, you'll head off overseas. What does that look like for you?
Yeah, we'll head off overseas, Bella and I, for a little bit, and we'll do the Red Bull training camp again. I've done that the last 3 years, and for me it's just been the most amazing experience being able to use their facilities and have access to some of the best you know, high performance people in the world. And so for me it'll be awesome, especially with my injury, being able to recover there, rehab that, and I think, as I said before, probably from a mental point of view, getting back to that confidence in myself and my body, and again, ready to attack day one of pre-season, that I'm not behind the 8 ball, and I want to be able to compete and get back out in the G round one for the fans, and be really excited to run back out there.
Yeah, and you've spoken a lot and been really open about the toll that this period has taken on you mentally. So how important as well is it to, I guess, be able to go to something like this where you get to tune in completely on yourself and your performance, and like you said, get yourself back and ready in that mental state?
Yeah, it's really important for me, to be honest. I've always prioritised my training. It's something that I'm very passionate about and I absolutely love. So for me to be able to have access to this facility and being able to, I guess, prioritise that is really important. I'm a quite active person, so not being able to train or be able to get into a routine from a physical training point of view has been really frustrating and mentally challenging. But it's nice that I'm able to sort of tick off those small steps and goals, and being able to focus you know, on myself and get away, and I guess the bigger picture is pre-season day one.
Last few weeks of the season, you came back into the program and had the opportunity to, I guess, spend that back around your teammates. How important was that to you?
Yeah, it was important both for myself, but also from a team point of view. I obviously was in quarantine for a little bit, and you know, had to spend some time away to focus on myself. You know, because mentally I was really struggling with the injury. But you know, to be around the boys and the connections that I have with them and the friendships that I have is just amazing. And you know, some of them are my lifelong friends, and I've always loved that about the footy club is the relationships that I have with the boys. And no doubt we're all excited for this off season. I mean, we're disappointed that we're not in finals, but I think we need to really focus on the positives and focus on the opportunities as well, to switch off and get away, and you know, really revitalise and get ready for next year in the 2025 campaign.